Hey guys, so this will be a shadow work reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. As always, my readings are general, they're for the collective. So if anything here doesn't resonate, just leave it for the Cancer who needs to hear it. There is no gender in tarot. The spread will only be on you. So whether I pull a king, queen, emperor, empress, whatever, it's still talking about you. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not. If you need to book a private personal reading or anything else, all that information's in the description below, as well as the pin section of the comments. I've also linked my friend's new channel there if you want to check her out. She's really great. I have the current energy for Cancer. Cancer. A challenge for Cancer. And the advice. Energy. Okay. So the overall energy of the spread is patience. Everything can be accomplished at nature's pace. And in the current, we have the answers you need are coming. So I feel like you're very patiently waiting for some answers here. The challenge is don't let pride get in your way. And the advice is be bold and make the first move. Okay. Let's get into this. Can you tell me about the answers you need are coming for Cancer? Okay, I have the Knight of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups. Two of Swords. Bottom of the deck, the Nine of Wands. It's kind of interesting. You're the type of person where if things get a little confusing or you feel like you don't have the answers, you're ready to kind of give up. Honestly, there's something that you're doing here and it literally requires patience. It's something that you really like to do as well. Like it really makes you happy. It's emotionally fulfilling. But there's like a crossroads where you kind of have to make this decision here. And I feel like your ego, I mean, as the challenge, obviously is the problem here. So it's like, yeah, impatience, maybe a little temperamental. Let's see. Tell me about don't let pride get in your way for Cancer. Okay, we have the Four of Swords. the Sun, which is more Leo energy to line right up with the first card there. The Queen of Swords, the High Priestess. I don't understand. You know, it's like, it's all mental. It's just all in your head, Cancer. I feel like there's a real, like, self-esteem issue here. Like, it's not in a manner that, like, you don't like yourself or love yourself, something like that. It's that you don't necessarily believe in yourself and your abilities. And because this is not coming into you fast, this validation is not like that, and you're ready to quit, well, that might just be a test from the universe, right? Persistence is always key, because this is very strongly urging you to, you know, persist. Okay, there's a problem. Solve it, right? You know, I just feel like you have a lot to say, or you have like this great wisdom or knowledge, the Queen of Swords, you know, but the High Priestess, you keep it to yourself. Maybe you have a fear of like what other people might think, or that if you're not getting the validation from other people, that what you're working on is not worthy. It's sort of like, you know, the challenge is kind of being self-validating, you know, not to have your pride tied up completely in, you know, just the aspect of how other people view you. If this is emotionally fulfilling to you, then do it for that reason, you know, that you don't really, it's like the type of thing where you need to be more practical when it comes to this. And I say this because this is a situation, or like, you know, whether this is like a business move or a business start, something like that. And maybe things didn't go exactly as expected, and that's just like playing with your ego, you know, which is pretty normal, you know. Most people are going to be like, ugh. But they're saying here that it's really like a test from the universe. Like, are you patient? Will you persist through the challenge? Or are you a quitter, Cancer? Tell me about be bold and make the first move. Maybe it's like a business thing and you have to like try a new thing, you know? Maybe you like hit the ceiling with what you already do and you need to kind of branch out. Let's see. Okay, we have the Ten of Swords, Four of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Five of Swords. You know, the advice is to stay on the path, even when it feels like things are not perfect, and to leave out the self-sabotage, you know, like there's some element of self-sabotage here with you where it's like Cancer, just fucking be authentic, you know? Because it's like this, you could do something stupid and like, you know, basic that everybody does, and you can get, you know, all of the validation immediately, the instant gratification, you know, that you are somebody, you know? Or you can do this the way that you love to do it until you know, and have patience with it and persist with it until what you really love to do, your real passion, really takes off. It's not something that you can just give up on. You have to persist. There will always be challenges. And instead of always feeling like you're failing, you're going to have to really push forward with yourself and say, no, I got this. Because this is like some, yeah, inner child stuff. I feel heavily like whatever it is that you're trying to do here, like you really want the like validation. And so instead of attempting to get it from the outside, you know, be self-validating and persist. Just keep going with what you're doing here. You know, I feel like you're afraid to make some changes or tweak things a certain way. It's like, yeah, it's a pride issue, you know, you gotta just swallow that and be like, you don't need for everybody else to, you know, it's not about that outside validation. So yeah, I just feel like sometimes you start thinking like, maybe I shouldn't be so authentic with it, maybe I should do things more like other people do it, or something like that, but they're saying not to do that. That it's something like that's invested in the long term, and you really have to be patient with it. The payout will be much higher, you know, but to stay on track, something that you're doing is your life path, but you do still have this like little issue, and I feel like it has to do with your pride and your ego. You know, if you put the power of that into somebody else's hands, you're going to fail every single time. Just be proud of yourself. You know, it's clearly you have been patient and you've been working really hard, and you're about to celebrate. So stay with the program. All right, that's what I have for you. I'll see you soon.